That's where I rescued Beth Colson out of the woods of Woodland. What'd you say, woman? Yeah, I did rescue you. You still be on that dirt road for me, girl. Silence yourself. Sorry, y'all. She run me late in the grocery store. She was having to pick up all kinds of stuff. Unbelievable. I was like, we ain't got time for these vinaigrettes and all this garbage. All right, here we are, y'all. Look at the market. Now, it's kind of predictable at most, isn't it? When you find these linear regression channels, maybe we shouldn't tell anybody about them because it's kind of predictable. I mean that, here's where I call, we're in the bear market, dumbest call ever. So we think that we should go down. But if I remember correctly on how these things works, we go to the tops, we go to the bottoms, we go to the top. So I should have known when I call bear market here, hey, bub, there's a good chance we're going to hit the top of the linear regression channel before we go down. And for those of you that follow the 50 simple moving average over below the 200, that's the death cross, right? And we've done nothing but bullish since we death crossed. So anyone that's a technician is proven as a fool, but I'm still thinking, I'm standing behind what I'm saying. I'm thinking we're going downward because the progression is downward, right? So if we kind of scale out, I mean, you see boo 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 boo, oh boo boo oh pal, and then we're just going down. So I don't know, kind of cool that it's having a little bit. We were having these big candles, right? And it says we get to the top. Look at there, it's just kind of, getting a little smaller, which happened here too. I mean, it's not like this has never happened before. We see big candle, big candle, big candle. We get toward the top of the linear regression, and what do? Little candle, little candle, little candle, little candle, big candle. And that's what I expect us to go. Little candle, little candle, little candle, little candle, big candle, as we start going back downward. But what do I know? I'm just I'm just an athlete that works out at the gym 2 hours a day. That's who I am. I'm just an athlete. 2 hours today, y'all. First of all, I got up at 5 in the morning. I was at the gym by 5:38, did me an hour of cardio, went back with Beth later on, did another 40 minutes cardio and 30 minutes of resistance training. Oh yeah. A lot of people in there. There was this old woman in there. She's probably 90 years old. She said, now, do you take it careful? You go slow, you're going to burn yourself out. I said, Mama, don't you worry. I didn't call her Mama. Her name was Hilda. I said, Mama, I said, Hilda, Miss Hilda, don't you worry. I got it. I said, don't you hurt yourself. Because, I make these awful facial expressions. Beth, when you get out of here, I'm trying to tell stories. Unbelievable. Beth in here trying to hog the mic, girl. Women should be seen, not heard. Whoa, I'm really gonna get in trouble now. Whoa. Beth, it's just a joke. Unbelievable. Now Stacy's here. She knows I'm joking. Everybody knows I'm joking. Beth closes the door. Okay, where was I at? All right, so let's see what the market is doing today. So we're below our opening 15-minute range. Look at that. Bearish, bearish, bearish. We're under the overnight high. We are at the overnight low. We are under VWAP, value weighted average price. We're under the cash open, where we open from the Globex market to the cash open. And our little hourly mid band that we use here is walking downward. I'm just curious, Matt, have you spent any time in Tony's room on at all? Have you done Tony's futures room or done any of Tony's classes at Field Trade? Matt, can you talk today? Boss may be in the building. That may not talk. Anyway, if you notice, a lot of the stuff that I have, this I got from Tony, right? A lot of this stuff. Now he doesn't do the alligator, the Williams fractal, but he'll have VWAP and he'll have some pivot points and things of that, and overnight low and overnight high in volume. So he also has this AD, this special little AD that we have over here as well. Why does this look funny? Why is the AD only popping up from, oh, I know why. The auto, there we go. I knew something looked funny. Yeah, we should have all the AD line that goes from 9:30 till 4 o'clock Eastern time. Okay, so we're kind of bearish. The AD, advancers and decliners, is negative 245. And you see each time you see that little red dot, it's making a low for the day, low for the day. So made a low for the day here. And then we're just in that what we call lunchtime chop. All right, so nothing to see here, not big, not a big move day. But of course, remember in our rules on the black swan hedge, if you've got some complete hedges of the black swan hedge, we say that it's fine to add shorts onto your black swan hedge if we get a move of 0.4% or greater. So certainly you could do that today. Is a day that you could add tranches to the short side of your black swan hedge. If you are buying complete tranches of black swan hedges, you don't do that today, right? You want to do that on an up day. So again, don't get too cute with it. There's been a lot of discussion. Hey, Bobby, you put on from Friday's video, y'all. I mean, it's got an enormous amount of views, comparatively speaking, for my, and lots of comments. It's like, oh my gosh, Bobby, you're going to be net naked, and you're going to do this, you're going to do that. Don't overthink it right now, okay? I've got in place a 30-day hedge. What am I going to do to manage it? Depends on a lot of things, including the analyze tab. Y'all know how we work things here. Everybody wants rule. I understand that, and it's not that simple, right? Manage your risk to the downside using your analyze tab. So if we were to look at the total of our accounts, I think we should look real good in the downside. Let's see if we can analyze everything. Analyze everything to the E-minis is what I normally do. You can use SPY, you can use whatever, but I like my 7 little price slices. Why 7? Because Karen herself used 7 price slices, and y'all know my affinity toward Karen. I love her. So let's see what we got here. Show all 4 symbols. We don't want single symbol. Make sure you change it to your portfolio beta weighted, right? So portfolio beta weighted kind of looks like this. Looks horrible, doesn't it? PL on my open trades is down $22,000. If we come, let's hide any simulations. There we go, hide simulations. So you just want your position showing, portfolio beta weighted, 328, 328, everything looks good. So this is just one expiration, right? So you got to change your little fall steps here. What is the VIX? I tell you all the time, we don't look at it as much as we should. We should open up the VIX every day and just take a look at what volatility is. VIX is at 22.14. Karen herself said if she could set a VIX and have it stay there, it would be a VIX of 20. So Karen, you are pretty much getting your wish, oh gal. All right. So let's see this. Let's see this. For a month, we don't want a month, we want a daily chart for a year. Does that look right? That's what we want. Yeah. Let's scan out a little bit. Now we know what VIX does, right? VIX goes up, VIX goes down. It does these little cycles that Ken talks about so often. Just cycles up, cycles down. And as you can see lately, we've been in a period of a contracting VIX, right? So VIX is going down. What does that mean? Now, in my experience, the greater the chance for an outlier move, a big black swan event happens when VIX is low, right? That's when the big events typically happen when nobody's expecting it. You know, we don't expect VIX to go here from, 36 to 80 here. We expect it to go from, 17 to 60 in a boom type of big moves on a black swan event. So it's getting downward. So what does that tell us? That tells us that that volatility is going down. The fear is going down, and it always does. It always reverts to the mean. Always. We just don't know the time that it takes to revert to the mean. And when it gets down here, if everybody is not afraid anymore, then something happens to do what? Ching, and to go up. Now, I'm still not putting on the VIX hedge. I don't feel comfortable putting on any VIX hedge now, even though in our research it found to just methodically and mechanically put it on every 30 days. Yeah, I'm just saying I don't want to. I don't think I need to. So VIX is at 22. It's up like 1.2 2 on the day. So I wonder if they actually plot skew. If you ever looked at skew before, yeah, they plot skew a little bit. So, I sometimes look at skew, right? The higher skew is, the more that we think that, there's a probability for a black swan event, right? And it's not the best predictor in the world, but it kind of shows us the skew in the market. And you can do a little look up on skew. I mean, I'm not as versed on skew as I am on VIX, but I watch it, right? And so you see the skew is just a daily plot, right? It's just a daily plot. And so today the skew is at what, around 140. But look, skew got up to 156 there. And skew here was one. So with skew going up, does that show us anything about our skew driver? That'd be interesting to look at, wouldn't it? So let's look at our skew driver. Skew driver. Come on, work today, baby. Don't make me have to restart the thing. So what's our skew doing? Oh, Bob, oh, Bob. So let's see where we got days. We could go 28 days or we could go 32. Let's look at the 28. Closest to 30 without going over. What will you show me? So we're looking for the 20 wide spread that's going for about 520. So we're about 79 away, right, from the money. The top of that spread is 79 points from the money. So let's look at that. So we say that the skew is 79. Today is the 28th. Now I feel like Will Smith just got a hold of me, slapped the fool out of me. That's how I feel today. Beth is all about Will Smith. She's like, go boy, take up for Jada. Take up for Jada. And I'm watching the thing, and Will Smith is laughing at the joke. And Beth's like, you wouldn't take up for me. Someone made a joke about me. I said, Beth. I said, come on. You want me to go on stage and slap Chris Rock? Come on now. So she's all about it, All the women's like, oh, I wish a man would take up for me like that. And I'm like, Beth, you can't hit somebody like that. Now, I agree with what I heard someone else say before I go, what he should have done. If he was offended by the joke, we know Chris Rock is going to say offensive jokes. Chris Rock gets up there, says a joke. What do? And you're offended by it, you take Jada's hand and you walk out with class and dignity. That's what you do. That's how you do it, right? So we see that our skew and our skew driver has been going down, down, down. All right, it's going up a little bit today. Let's see how that actually works when we look at the actual skew again. It's kind of interesting. What the devil is that? So skew's been going up, 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 up. And our skew's been going down, 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 down. Isn't that interesting? Huh. Do I read anything into that? No. I believe that skew will go to these levels and normalize. For that to happen, the market generally will go flat to positive. We don't know when. Now, it's kind of interesting, right? So we're getting a little bit of conflicting data. We go to our linear regression chart, and the linear regression says you're probably going to go flat for a couple of days, a little bit of short candles, before we see a big candle down, and then a movement back to the downside. That's what I anticipate to happen. So the skew tells a little bit of a different story. Skew here says, hey, we should normalize. And this means that the market should go flat to up for the skew to go down. That's why we know nothing. You and I know nothing. Why do we even take the first 10 or 15 minutes of every day to do this? Now, it's just fun to follow the market, right? So let's go over here. Look at this thing. Wow, what we got here? I have no idea. Expected move cone. Let's get something else up here. Let's get our volume profile. With our big green monster that we'll have to redraw sometime next week. Or is it this week? I guess it's this week. We'll redraw.
It's this week.
Yeah. Hey, Matt, you didn't hear me a while ago. Have you taken any of Tony's classes at all in Theo Trade?
I've watched him.
What do you think about Tony?
He's good. He got chopped
Tony
up pretty good last week, but
Hey, Tony is always getting chopped up, dude. I mean, it's funny. He cracks me up when I listen to him trade, man. And he just gets all mad and he'll grunt and grumble. It's the funniest stuff ever, and he's all time getting chopped up. Oh my gosh! But yeah, I didn't know if that's kind of where I got my zero DTE setup. I use a lot of the setup that he.
Yeah, he doesn't trade off of that in particular. He trades off of different levels and roundies, and he's good. I'm sure that he makes so much money in the morning.
Uh-huh.
I watch he comes on at 2:00, and he just trades the micro NQ.
Yeah, he's very entertaining. I love Tony. He's just riding that
he'll
bicycle.
Cuss out the market.
Oh, he'll cuss the market out in a minute. Now, I will say this, for anyone that is interested in trading Tony's methods, I have all the spots and markers, and I've got all the rules, and I actually made some cool stuff, graphics for that type of trading. Now, again, I don't trade that because I don't want to sit at the market all day. And if you'll watch Mario is the trader that I tell you guys that is the best trader I've ever seen. The dude is helpful. He'll help you out, and he trades that method and probably makes $3,000 to $5,000 a day, and good for him. I mean, he's great. And he does it on a little bitty laptop, and he can sense the market. I'm not at that level. I'll never be at that level to where And it was great because I'd be like, man, I'm going for $1,000 a day. And you make $1,000 one day, and the next day you lose three. So it's kind of like I don't know. I just never. As much as I tried, the day trading angle for me is just not. It's not something I want to do. I want to get out. I want to go grocery shopping with Beth. We want to go eat. We want to play with the animals. So if you are interested in that, then you should think about Theo Trade. You have to pay an extra, I think, $200 a month to be in Tony's room where he's in there pretty much all day. But
yeah, I think it's Tony and Corey, and Corey trades the ES, and Tony primarily does the NQ, and they trade completely different.
Totally different.
But I think they are very profitable in their trading.
Now, is Blake still over there?
He is.
Okay. So remember, y'all, we get the big green monster, even though that's not what Blake calls it. That's kind of where we got that. So a lot of what you and I do together, picked up from Theo Trade. So
I highly recommend any new person, or really even veterans too, just 1 month.
Yeah.
Just to take some of the classes, because they have a class on everything.
And the cool thing is, if you sign up for a month, you get access to all the classes. So you can binge. If you're you're going to take a week off from work or something, man, you can just binge all kinds of content, download all the slides, and do it for a month. And then
download all the slides, all the studies,
yeah,
all the they have so many different watch lists. Yeah, I highly recommend it. At least just for a month.
Now, I will say this. If you listen, now it's very entertaining to listen, and y'all will never hear me say anything bad about Theo Trade. I love Theo Trade. Theo Trade, was a great investment for me, even though I don't trade like they do, because like I say, the day trading aspect was just not for me. And they have some other instructors in there that are longer term. But yeah, the education that you'll get is very, very valuable. But if you listen to, I'll tell you this, if you listen to Don Kaufman in his morning, session, you will be
the world's going to end every day.
Listen to me, y'all. I'm telling you, I can't tell y'all how much money I lost listening to Don being a perma bear. And I'll say that lovingly, right? Because he had me scared to death. I'd listen to his morning report and I'd be like, oh my gosh, this is the day. I mean, this is the day that we're about to crash, baby. And so I'd take off all my long positions. I'd be setting up hedges. And it's pretty funny though. The dude is, he's successful, and there's no telling how many thousands of people are paying the $99 a month. So dude's making a penny, and I think he's still living on an island, right? He was living in Arizona with a indoor basketball court and all that kind of stuff. So, if you want to help Don finance that, you'll get great education and help Don continue living on an island. Because no doubt
he'll do an intraday short in a heartbeat.
Oh my gosh.
He doesn't.
He'll
He's
buy
like,
put. He'll buy put in SPY, right? He'll go, I think we're going down there, and he'll buy
or the Qs.
or the Qs, and he'll buy a put for a day, you know. And if you want to do that, that's fine. It's a low probability trade. But again, if you're sitting here and here's, you know, what we could use. I mean, let's go back here. Let's see what we're doing. Let's go to the charts. You know, you kind of use this information, right, to say, okay, look, we are in a range of the overnight high and the overnight low. The overnight low is pretty much resistance, right? So you could actually, you know, buy a call for the rest of the day if you think it's going to. So they do things like that, and you know that's fun. And then you kind of
And
watch
he talks about, you know, I'll pay $2.50, and by the end of the day, I mean, it's just $2.50. It's like, well, $250 to me is a lot of money. So
yeah,
but he can do that.
Yeah, he can do that. Now, if you want to see one of the coolest things that Don's ever did, there's a very short video on YouTube. And if you'll do Theo Trade, Don Kaufman, scalping against a long portfolio or something of that nature, it's kind of cool because he may have like short deltas of, you know, 1,600 or so on his in one of his.
Yeah, he did a class on that. It's called the income generator.
Yeah. And so he'll scalp, he'll say, I'm you know, short that. And if the day looks like it's going to go up, then he'll buy, you know, futures or micro futures and just scalp against it. And he'll make a few dollars and then he'll sell it. Then he'll buy it again. He'll sell it. And, you know, if you want to be actively involved in the market, I mean, it's fun, y'all. And I'll tell you this, it's addictive. It's really addictive. So you got to watch yourself. You got to know your personality. You know, you got to know, you know, because I'm telling you, I was routinely losing $3,000 a day. You know, I can do that anyway. But when you're day trading, it's a whole different ballgame. So I don't want anyone to think that I'm downing Don Kaufman. I don't want Don Kaufman after me because I use a lot of their stuff. But you know, it's different. It's just different. Different stuff. Anything I'm missing on the Theo Trade at all?
No, not to my knowledge.
Yeah. So try them out for $99, you know, for a month. If you like it, keep it going. Keep it going and see how you do. It's good to get, and that's why, you know, I'm not scared of y'all leaving or going somewhere else. I think as much education as you can get from as many different people as you can get. I mean, it's always good. I mean, it's just fun. I mean, for some of us are just geeks on this thing. We love this stuff. And, you know, as much as I love it, I just don't want to be in front of a screen all day. I like being here in an hour or two doing my stuff, looking at stuff overnight. So look, y'all, we're running back up. Look at this. We did clearly use this as a little bit of support, and we're going up now. So it'll be interesting to see if we go back up here. So what do? Well, you should have bought a call back here, right? You should have bought a SPY call for the, you know, expiring today. All kind of things that you can do. It's really fun.
Corey follows the tick a lot.
Yeah, let me show you. I think I've got Corey stuff here too. Let's see.
And he comes on at 3:00 and he's always like, see this tick divergence. And I mean, you can see it. Look at the 11 o'clock low tick.
Yep.
I mean, you could draw it up right there and then go long.
And this is Corey's chart, right? I just took his chart and I call it MACD.
And he would call out that, I think he'd call out that double bottom.
Mm-hmm. But again, I tried all that and I was just like, oh my gosh, it's hard for me to see tick on a what is this called? This is a bar chart, right? Kind of a bar thingy. I like candles better, and I tried to convert this to candles, and it doesn't work as right. But he can see ticks really, really good on this type of bar chart. To me, I like candles on everything. It's just easier for me to see. But you got to figure out your own style. And so find you know, a couple people that you like, watch them. You know, here, 834 EMA. I think I got this from the guy that I won't mention. What's his name that tried to sue me? I ain't gonna say his name, you know, the 8x34 EMA, and I don't use a lot of these. Oh, let me show you another one that is second screen main. Let me say second screen. Here's another Don Kaufman thing that I like to use. Second screen main is this one. This is kind of cool, right? I like what when I was day trading, this is the one that I would do. And you've seen this before, man, I'm sure, to where you know, if it's yellow, it's going down. If it's, you know, blue, we're going up. Then you watch the 1 minute tick over here and the cumulative quant ticks that come from, you see this field trade. So, you know, they share all this stuff and I share all these charts with you. I don't think there's a single thing that they don't share with these charts and they're all out there, but it's just kind of cool. The expected move I got from Don Kaufman. So, yeah, here our expected move for the week. Here we are. We're at the very middle. You know, chances are that it will be bound by the low and the high. So generally, you'll see it, you know, will stay within the expected move for a couple of weeks, and then on the third week, boom, you see this. I mean, it just went way out of the expected move, and then the next week it'll be bound. It'll be somewhere outside, and then you know, but it's kind of cool to watch, right? Expected move. So if y'all, this is the one I would say you need. Let me give this to you. Share the screen. This is the SPX expected move grid. I'll share it with y'all in the chat since we're doing a promo for field trade today. Kind of cool. Now I don't think this works on anything else. Like if you were to change this to NDX, I don't think that works. Well, maybe it does. I guess it does. What is RUT? RUT. I guess it does work on that stuff. How about that? Does it work on SPY? I always use it just on SPX. You can see I've got some big green monsters that I need to take off since I really don't look at that anymore. All right, good stuff. All right, so where were we? What are we doing now? Analyze that. All right, so here's our little thing. So we're going to bump this up to about 10%. Fall step. What do we got here? We got all series, portfolio beta weighted, high simulations. Well, we're about 22, so about to a point that I can go up to 15 again, since we're getting down to that 20 port. Let's see what we look like here with the portfolio at 20% there. You know, we're up. You know, that would be it going to 81%. Let's be a little more conservative. So we're up, you know, $7,000 if we have a 20% crash. So this is where you make those types of decisions, right? Do I need more hedge? I'm okay. I mean, you just want to survive to the next day. You know, keep your theta up. Overall, my theta is positive in all the accounts that I show here. I'm a little negative delta, and my vega is very, very, very manageable. All right. So what do we need to do? Well, I guess we need to put on some, let's see, Crimson 203. Gosh, that account looks terrible. But if you're kind of comparing several different accounts, it's not that bad, right? So I don't think I've got any hedges in this one. Let's see what we've got over here. Beta weight, my baby. Beta weight, my baby. Now here's the remember the ES trade, the 111 that's kind of what diagonalized in different expirations. So it's kind of cool. This is the one that Matt Nim's got me in, and it's up $287, even though we're down $37 today. And again, I mean, what more can we say about the 111 trade? The 111 trade does what the 111 trade does. It just pumps out money. You don't know how to say it anymore. And I think that's what a lot of people, you know, I can tell by, if I put 111 trade in the title of my YouTube video, when everybody and their mama watches, if I go, volatility is overstated, and I put that in the title of my video, nobody's going to watch that. But you put something about the 111 in there, and everybody's going to watch it. Why? Well, because this thing does nothing but go up, 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 and up. And I've never seen anything quite like it. That's why we're allocating more and more capital to it. All right, so let's see what we got here. So we kind of came up with this thing that we were going to go, if we have one that makes 65% or more, you might want to take it off. Now you see my call ones are not doing too good. Now I'm down $57 there. Let's just check them out. 112 fourth does what the regular 112s do. It's up 82%. 112 seventh is up 40%. Does what it does, 112 first does what it's, the thing's up 97%. And I've never quite seen a trade like this. 11166. So I know what everybody's thinking, right? Shh, just don't tell nobody about the 111. Let's shut up about it. Because if everybody does the 111, it'll stop working. I don't see that happening. I don't see everybody doing the 111. And even though I can see the increased interest in the trade, simply because the thing's doing good. And what we saw is this trade did good last year. And when the market was kind of up and up, right? And it's still done well in this crazy 2022. I think that's why everybody likes it. It's nothing more than what we started back in 2019 or 20 when we were together. We sold a daily put. Well, this is the same thing. We're selling a daily put. And what are we doing? We're getting a little kicker in there with put debit spread. That's all it is. A little bit of insurance with our naked put. That's all it is. And this thing just keeps on chiming. 11167th is gone. What happened to that one? I must have closed that one. Let's delete that one. Yes, Bob. All right. So 111 here is up 28%. 1118. Doing what 111's do and 112's do. 11168 up 92%. Go baby go. 112 third doing what 112's do. Third. 112 call first, and of course my call ones have not worked out, even though they're kind of helping on the down day. Right? They're kind of help. We just haven't had a lot of down days lately since I put these on, so I'm not ready to pull the plug on them at all. I still think that they're going to be okay. 112 up 13 bucks. 112 fifth up 72%, up $55 on the entire trade. 112 bear. I need to tell you about this one. So it's down, even though it's providing a little hedge today, right? What a 112 bear is Bobby said, hey, genius, it's a big update, right? So why don't you do this? Let's do a 112 and let's buy a put spread, right? Because it's advantageous to buy puts on an update. And let's sell calls on an update. So on a big update, I did what I call a 112 bear, which was part call, part put, right? And it's up today. It's not performing good. Why? Because we've been in a straight up market. But I'm willing to play with those a little bit to adjust deltas and to adjust my Greeks. So the 1126 doing what a 112 does. Even on, here's the cool thing on these 112s. Think about it. This is a naked two puts, y'all. We're down 0.4% today. Okay. What should happen? On a down day, naked puts should lose, right? Think about it. But we're up 250 on the day. Now we know what part of this is. When this one was put on, close to 60 days, right? Close to 60 without going over. When it was put on, the volatility was a lot higher. So even though the direction is moving against us and the market's down, why would your naked puts be up? Well, it's because we're getting vol decay, right? We're getting theta decay. The volatility's gone down, so our options are decaying. Here's the ES111 diagonal. I'm calling it that. This is the one that Matt forced me to get into, and of course he's making me lose $37.50 today, but I'm not mad at Matt because I'm up $287 on that trade. What is that? It's just a diagonalized 111. It's nothing more. I put my short put out farther. This is one of the things that Don Kaufman was doing, right? He's kind of on the 111 bandwagon with us. But he's diagonalized. When we talk about that, one of the reasons I was initially reluctant to do that is because what's going to happen to this? This doesn't decay as quickly if it's farther away in time, right? So if this were in the 17-day range,
Probably the advantage there is that its volatility drops faster. So, you know, you on one case, quick closer to the expirations that are closer, yeah, their thetas may be a little higher, but with these 112s, you're going out further in time, and there it's not so much theta that dominates the decay, it's the volatility. I mean, you get volatilities 4 or 5% higher than what you normally put in. When that stuff drops, it drops a lot. I mean, it may be 1 or 2%, and 1 or 2% doesn't sound like much, but it translates to big bucks. Yeah, I'm a real bullish when the volatility is high, 112s and these calendarized spreads that you were reluctant, they rule. You know, with the skew driver showing, I got 70 when I did my 11 o'clock measurement. It's getting back to where I'll stop using these and go back to a straight 111.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah. Well, another thing, Ken, that you and Matt kind of talked about that kind of sold me on them too is look at that. I mean, that naked component, I've got 53 days on that, and I've got 17 days on the put debit spread. So what another thing that y'all kind of convinced me is this: hey, wait a minute, I can do another put debit spread, right? After this one expires, even on this. So I kind of like that as well. And look at this. I mean, of this trade, you know, the naked component is up $737. You see that? I mean, and that's why we sell puts, y'all. That's why we sell puts. Even in crazy times like this. Oh, did y'all see the tasty trade? Was it today? Yeah. Go watch Dr. Jim's session. Watch Dr. Jim's session today. I thought it was really, really good. And he was kind of saying about a timing regime, right? That, and it kind of showed that you're going to be much more profitable per trade, and your winning percentage goes up if you put your trade on when the market is down 1%. If the market's down 2% in a day, you're going to be much more profitable putting on a strangle than if it's just a regular down day like today. You're down 0.3 or 0.4%. You're not as profitable as you would be on a day when the market's down 1 or 2%. We've got to understand, and it's hard, the best day to sell puts or to do anything of that nature is on a down day. And that's oftentimes the hardest time that it is, because you're fearful. Oh my gosh, we went down 2% today. We may go down 2% tomorrow. Doesn't matter, because why? The volatility has increased. The balloon that is the, you know, the price of the option is inflated. That's when you sell the put. You know, that's when you sell options. It's when those things are inflated by down moves. So don't worry about it so much, you know, sell them. And the great thing is we now have the micros where you can do this in a very, you know, in a small account. You just got to be aware of span margin. Span margin can increase rapidly, but try a couple of these. You got a small account, put one on, you know, a week, put 2 on a week, put 3 on, whatever your account can handle. Do it in the micros. And the cool thing is, you know, I'm now trading an IRA with you guys, a little over $100,000, you know, and I'm able to do the micro 111 trades in that account. So make sure that if you're with Thinkorswim, you get futures permission. And I got futures permission. I was like ready to go. And I was like, crap, they don't give me futures options permission. So I had to go in, call them, say, make sure I do futures options. So now we can do, you know, pretty much anything that we need to do. And that's why I love futures. Oh, futures are the way to go. Futures, futures, futures. I don't even trade SPY unless I have to. I love futures. I love the micro futures. I love SPX. I love the minis. I love the micros. And the tax advantages are so great. I just don't know why we really trade, you know, anything else. the 1256 tax benefits are just awesome, just amazing. So, it's what I'm comfortable with. I like S&P 500 stuff. What's this unallocated stuff? I don't have any unallocated stuff today. All right, so what do we want to do? Well, why don't we do what we always do? And let's put us on a 1-1-1 trade. Now, here's my thinking. Now, can y'all correct me if I'm wrong on my thinking? On a down day, right, when the market is down, let's look at SPY. So we're down. Does it show the percentage? No, it shows this percentage. So our market over here is down. Chart. 0.34%. So on a down day, it's better to sell puts, right? So a lot of times on a down day, I'm more apt to sell a 1-1-1 than a 1-1-2.
Affirmative.
Yeah, Kid, help me explain to everybody why I would say
Here's
that.
how I do it. It's
Yeah.
this. I like reduce it to the simplest terms. We have a 1-1-1 has one long and two shorts. So +1 -1 -1 gives me a net of -1. So selling the puts predominates over buying. So on a down day, the puts rule. I mean, being short, the puts are going to rule on a down day. I have two short ones. Sell it. I'll get more money. So, and you see that when you put on a 1-1-1 on a down day, you get more premium. And
Yeah.
if you put it up on an up day, yeah, you'll get some premium because you're going to adjust your strikes to get the money you need. Okay, you're going to adjust it to cover the spread and make a little money. So what happens is on an up day, we get that in, and then when the market goes down, as it breathes in and breathes out, as it goes down, you're going to get into red ink faster. And it's going to be scary for a lot of people. We had some discussions on the live chat about what do you do when the 1-1 trades put on it and the market goes down and we're dipping into our margin. It's looking like we're red ink all over the place. Well, you can mitigate that by being patient and put the 1-1-1s on a down day, and also spreading them out over time and expirations and strikes. That's where the self-hedging comes into place, where you have all these 1-1-1s. They're acting as hedges for themselves and each other, and it takes a lot of the risk away. So today's a little bit of a down day, and I'm going to put one on too. I'm not probably today. I think I'm not feeling too good, so I'm going to copy you. Whatever 1-1-1 you put on, I'm going to put the same one on. I feel like looking.
Hey, no problem with that. So the 1-1-1 I put on, and I went down a little bit farther on this one because I didn't want to overlap strikes. But to call it out to you, I did the 43.20, 42.70 put spread. And then I sold a 3,900 put for 21.50. So that's really good. You sell this one for twice the amount or a little more that you do for this one. If you're doing this as a hedge, once this gets to 50% profit here, right, you could take that off and have on a free hedge. If you do it for income, you can leave it on a little farther. So, yeah, and again, why I like this trade so much is it's worked well even in the down move. So let's look at this, right? We always go here and look at this curve, and we like this little thing that we've done on the analysis tab here with how our 1-1-1s look. And we'll scan out a little bit so we can see it. Look at this. And it's just beautiful. Just beautiful. I mean, you've got all these trades that do all this stuff. What does it really mean? Well, doesn't mean anything. My count here is -20 deltas, beta weighted deltas, -313 in volatility and vega, right? And we've got 92 theta. Now, again, I'm working on the spreadsheet, and I don't want to give it to you too soon. Spreadsheet. Let's see, the IRA spreadsheet. I got to figure out how to do all these. It's an old school spreadsheet where it basically tells you, how much we keep up with our Greeks more here. And I don't think I did the 25th, so I could do today, right? So, you put in your net lick, right? Put in your net lick and keep up with your Greeks and ratios. And you don't have to do this, but it's kind of cool, right? To see, hey, am I bringing in enough theta? It keeps up with, do you need to, decrease your deltas? It makes sure that your buying power is in check. And it's just, it's just kind of fun to keep up with your Greeks and all. But I've still got some piddling to do. So I got mama's taxes I got to do. Mama's on me. You know how old people are. Bubba, when you gonna do my taxes, honey? I gotta get my taxes done. I know, mama. I'm like, it ain't even April, mama. What's wrong with you? And mama wants them done in January, right? And I was like, mama, you can't even file them in January. So we gotta get mama's taxes done. I gotta do a few other things. And I think it's gonna be good. So, all right, so that's our 111 trade. Now, I don't want to keep you here. I'm gonna put it on in a couple other accounts, maybe update my spreadsheets, and we'll let y'all go for the day so you can enjoy your day. But really, really good trade. Good trade. Keep putting those 111s on, keep managing them, manage your Greeks, keep everything in line, and have a great day. Y'all got any questions? I think we're on a good path, y'all. Keep it up. I'll see y'all.
Bobby, I do have a question.
Yeah, man.
Have you ever considered maybe doing a 111, but making it 100 points wide and maybe make it a 112? Like buying the put debit spread for maybe 15 and then selling 2 of the shorts for 15. Could we do like a back test on that and see how that would work out?
Yeah, tell me again what you want to do. Let's see if I can get my back testing software here. What is that back testing thing we do? E-Delta Pro, right? Now, E-Delta Pro, I know some people were saying, look, E-Delta, or what is it? What's it called? E-Delta Pro? What is that called? Yeah, E-Delta Pro. A lot of y'all, someone said, hey, it's not that good. Listen, and it's because it uses end of day data. So it doesn't have intraday data. If you want something like that, you got to go to one of those other ones. It's just horrible. And to me, though, this is just the easiest version to use. Okay, so tell me what you want me to do.
It's a 112.
112, right?
100 points wide.
100 points wide.
And selling, basically what a 112 is for the 50-point wide, but just for 100-point wide. So
100-point wide. And that's what y'all had me to do on this, right? So I did in the E-minis.
Yeah, but that was a calendar.
Okay, I see. Oh, you want to do it in the same expiration, right? Same expiration.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, I'll try to back test that and see if I can post the results later. A 111, you want 100 points wide.
Well, it would be a 112.
112, gotcha. Yeah.
Because I don't think you would be able to get the tent. Wouldn't really make sense to justify that.
Yeah, I'll try to run that here in a minute.
I think like I was looking at some of the prices. If you paid $15 for the put debit spread and then sold 2 $15 short puts.
Well, shoot, let's build one, okay? And you want to do this in the micros, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's try to build something here. Let's go trade table. So, and we're still going to do about my 50 something days or close to 60. We're going to 100 wide. So let's look at that. I'll put vertical 100 wide. Now, how much are we going to pay for this then? If it's 100 wide, 45.20.
I think I was looking basically go down to the 25 delta.
Okay, so we're going to go to the 25 delta on my long. Okay, I can do that. Let's try it. 25 delta. Here's my long. Here's my short. I'm going to have to move my short because it's getting a ton. 25 delta. Come on, people, don't get stuck on me. We can have to fix that. 25 delta. And
this is all just speculation, just curious.
All right, so let's look at it. So we're going to the 25. Are you using Delta or probability minimum? I think they use Delta, so I'll go Delta there. So that'll be 4270. And if I go 100 points, 4270, that'll be 4170. So that'll be the 19 Delta. So we do the 25 Delta and the 19.
So basically $15 for your
Okay.
put debit spread.
All right, so let's do that. So 15, y'all help me remember that. 25 and 19. Let's go look at that. 25 and 19. We'll just run it while we're here together. Oh, and if y'all want to try this, this is cool, right? The eDelta Pro, they've got a little thing going now that you can probably get a free month on it. If not, it's like $99 a month, and it's cool, It's a cool little back tester. All right, so we're going to do a sell and a put, and we said that was going to be at 25 Delta. And then we're going to sell another put. Put spread. There we go. So we said 25. So this is going to be a long one, isn't it? Our long is at 25. And we said our short was at 19, right? Know where I said it? All right. So then if we go in, we're going to sell two at about $15. So that would be to double our price, right? So if we've sold maybe around a 7 or a 6 Delta, we'll say 7. 7. So let me do a sell and a put. Sell and a put. Put. Tell I'm not good at this. 19, 25. And then we said we were going to sell a put. Sell two puts, right? Sell two puts. How do I do this? Go this one down to the 7 Delta. Is there a way I can 7 Delta? Y'all help me look, see if I can hit 2 there. I guess I have to just do another put. Sell another put. There we go. Sell 2 down there to 7. How about that? 7, 19, 25. Whew. Well, that took some time. Okay, now what do we want to do? End of the day expiration. I normally like 60. Y'all can do 45 if you want to. All right, trade frequency. We're going to do daily, right? Daily trade. Let's see how this thing does. Now, keep in mind, this is going to be a SPY, taking a lot more buying power, a lot more. They just don't let us do futures here. So we're going to trade daily. No technical filters, max profit. We'll leave that, won't do anything. Exit at such and such days. No stop place. So let's just say, let's just run it. Might take a second. Yeah, I'm putting in a good word for eDelta Pro. I mean, they're not paying me anything. It's just that they're giving me 30 days. Oh, that was quick. All right. So it looks like average P&L. So I guess that's average P&L per trade is, we didn't go back. We just did 6 months. Well, that's good profit, isn't it? 34,000 in 6 months. Gosh, what's it going to be when we go 10 years? Now let's run it back. No wonder that thing ran so fast. All right, here we go. Let's go back 10 years. Or we could do 4 years or 5 years, or I think 10 might be the maximum that we can run. This is a cool little back tester as far as it's very visual, you can use that. What's that other stuff that I've used before? Oh my God, it's just so tedious. What's it called? And it's expensive too. The other back testing software is just, this is just kind of easy. Now, is this perfect? No. Do they need to work on some things? Yeah. Do they need to update it? Yeah. Would it be great if they had intraday data? Yeah. But that's not what we got here. So let's see how many trades we can put in here. So we're doing our 60 DTA, we do it on daily, and basically we're just letting them go to expiration here. And then you can play with it and see if management helps or not. Come on, baby. Matt's requested this. Let's do this thing. Let's do it. Matt, what do you think about seeing the, now, of course, nobody in here watched the Oscars. Yeah, there's not a one of y'all that watched the Oscars. I imagine y'all sitting there going, y'all got better things to do. But What'd y'all think about the slap? Have y'all seen it yet? Matt, what'd you think about it? Boss is back in. Matt can't talk. Okay. I got you. You should just sit there and just start singing. I believe that slapping is wrong, and then just talk to us. Oh, here we go. Oh, we only made $125,000. My God, the percent that was profitable was 99% of our trades. So we won 318,000 times. We lost 190. I mean, we made 318,000. So we made 125,000. Now, here's what's important, right? Your return on capital is 30%. You made $51 per trade. The Corona crash, your maximum drawdown was 146.8. Well, that doesn't look good. That doesn't look good at all. And that's why you got to have hedges in here some way. So, then you start saying, let's take a snapshot of this. Hold on a second. So I can remember this, right? Remember this. And then you start playing with it. You go, well, what if I had closed my trades when it got to 65% profit? And then we reestablish the next trading day, right? And run that back test. So you go, there's different parameters, and let's see if that helped. Remember when we tested the 111 before, it kind of showed us that the maximum profit that you should take these things on, if you're going to close it all at the same time, is close it at 65% profit. That was kind of the sweet spot. Let's see if this changes anything. Required capital. So it's saying basically you need a $425,000 account to do this. So disregard that, because you'd be trading with span margin in the micro futures, right? So you don't have to worry about that much capital. I easily put on a 111 in much smaller accounts every day, pretty much, and don't run out of buying power to do those. Let's see if this is better. What happens? How much profit per day we get? See if we can increase our statistics here. You thought it was a bit unnecessary? Yeah. Now I'm a brawler, y'all. I will fight you in a minute. Y'all know about my past. I've been in jail in 2 different states. I got no problem being in the back of a popo car. That don't scare me one bit. It scares Beth. Beth's like, you just a bull in a china shop. Yeah, you mess with me and my family, I will fight you. I mean, and if your body goes missing in Mars Creek, Alabama, in the bottom of a well, and the Muscadine Mafia gets a hold of you, hey, stuff happens. Look at this, y'all. So here we improved our stuff tremendously. Look at this. Now instead of 125,000, we're going to bring in 153,000. Our average P&L goes up $10. We're making $3.45 per day compared to 87 cents per day. Return on capital, 101%. Maximum drawdown is 113%. That's just weird, right? 113%. You lost everything. Is that for real? But better than 146,000, I guess. That's why we have hedges in place, y'all. Most of the time, you don't need a hedge. Most of the time, you don't need a hedge. Every now and then, you're gonna need a black swan hedge, baby. That's why we hedge all times, so that we have it when we need it. So, well, it's much better. So let's take a picture of that. Let's take a picture of that. This is our new king of the hill. Now let's see what happens if we'll go, well, what if, oh Bob, what if you go 65% profit, or I'm going to exit at 7 days to expiration? Remember that day that I almost had to roll some at a loss, and I said, never again, Bob. You're going to, let's see, roll out the next trading day. Here we go. Okay, run this back test. And let's see if this helps things. That's fun. Yeah, I'll fight you. I remember when Beth and I first started dating, she wore these white shorts, and she was going to the tanning bed. So she had these tan legs and these pretty white shorts. And we went to a very upscale restaurant. We were in McDonald's. And these 4 guys they were looking Beth up and damn, it was like, ooh, look at And I looked at them, I gave them a look at that. And here's what he said. He goes, he counts them. He goes, 1, 2, 3, 4. He goes, 4. And he pointed at me and he said, 1. And I said, by God, it'll take all 4 because I'm about to whoop y'all's ass. And they backed down. So yeah, I'll fight you in a heartbeat. You mess with my feet. I got no problem. Y'all remember me getting a fight with a guy across the street on the mailbox because I dropped him as a friend on Facebook. I got no problem. And you know, I was going to apologize to him and say, look, I was off my Adderall, I was off my venlafaxine, my sugar was running high, I'm eat up with diabetes, I'd had a rough day, and I was going to apologize to him. And then that's when he poisoned my dog. So now I sit out in the front yard with my binoculars and I watch him. Yeah. So he'll probably. So look at this. Exiting at 7 days did not help us at all. Look at that. I mean, it was better to just say if you get to 65% profit, that's when you, you know, and you can try with this and try different things. So now let's take this crap off, right? And let's say, what if we did a stop loss? If we lose 200%, right? Then we'll reestablish the next trading day. There we go. Let's run this final back test. Yeah, I got no problem, you know, getting in trouble from. And today at the gym, there's a guy. Now listen, if you are flaming, you know, homosexual, I got no problem with that. That is fine. This guy is flaming, y'all. I'm talking about flaming, and that's fine, right? Some of my best friends are gay. You know, it's like everybody starts talking about somebody, and you always have to say, some of my friends are really and truly, some of my best friends are gay. But this guy was wearing a trash bag today, and he's got all of his little earrings and everything. He's pressing around the gym. He gets on the stair stepper, okay, and he's doing stair steppers, and like you're supposed to, he's going up now. So at the end of the stair stepping session, he starts doing this very vulgar, like he was humping the stair step. And I'm just looking at him like, what the hell are you doing? You know, and he's just sitting there humping it. And I'm like, unbelievable. So I was sitting there going, should I say something to him? I felt very uncomfortable. I was there with my daughter, right? And he's like sexually humping the stair stepper, and I'm sitting there going, my God, I will not get on that stair stepper. I mean, I didn't want to get on them anyway, but trust me, I will not get on the stair stepper at all after he was over there just doing, I don't know, vulgar stuff to him. Crazy guy. All right, so y'all, it's even worse, right? You don't want to get out of these things at a 200% loser. We're much better closing it at 50%. I mean, you know, if you're on a stair stepper, do it as a stair stepper. I don't need to see you, you know, humping the thing. Now let's do one other thing. Let's say if we do 65% or we do 21 days of getting out of these things. So let's run that back test, reestablish on the next trading day. Anyway, and I'm sure people look at me and go, look at Tubby on the bicycle. And I probably do strange things too, but I can promise you one thing, I am not humping the bicycle thing, right? If you want to hump something, you know, get out of the gym before you do that. So, and I'm just glad that little Hilda, the little old lady beside me, was not there when he was doing that today, because I'd have been embarrassed to say, Miss Hilda, you need to turn your head because Chauncey over there is having his way with the stair stepping machine. Unbelievable. Man, there's just crazy people in this world. He may be a little mentally off somewhere. I'm not sure, but you know, what do? You just stay away from the stair stepper, and I guess just let him do his thing. Or I could talk to him and say, look, bud, I got my daughter here. Whatever you doing on the stair stepper is just a little bit lewd. That's the word, lewd. Well, let's see how this works out. God, it's cold in here. And I do apologize. I did take my Adderall today, so I'm very focused. Took my focus. There's a something on Netflix about Adderall, and I'm scared to watch it. I started watching it yesterday, and I'm sitting there thinking they're going to tell me about all the downsides of Adderall, but it helps me in a lot of ways to stay focused and to do the things that I'm doing. Oh, I was going to show y'all. I am writing a book with my personal trainer. Look at this. This is so exciting. Let's see if I can show you I designed the cover for the book. Coming soon to Amazon. Let's say home. Look at this. This is a little bit. me and my little trainer. And it's going to be about finance. It's going to be about family. It's going to be about the whole 9 yards. Look at this. Oh, here it is. Look at this. Tell me this don't look good. Big Fat Zero. Your journey to freedom begins with one small step. Bobby Gaines and my little trainer, Kristen McDowell. That look good. Come on, baby. Spit out the results. Spit them out, baby. Look at this, y'all. You can't exit at 21 days either. You can't exit at 21 days. Look at that. I mean, we're killing it here. Now, what did it do anything? Yeah, you still got a 102 maximum drawdown. All right, let's do one more. Let's do one more, and let's do 50%. All right, that's the tasty trade way. It's 50%. Let's see if that increases anything. And I'm gonna bet you right now that it won't. Then I'll let y'all go for the day. Oh Lord, I do feel like I've been beat up by Will Smith. I mean, it's bad. My legs is burning. My ears is itching. People probably talking about me too. Come on, baby, give me some results. But do y'all see how cool this little back testing software is? And the bad thing about it, and I'm glad they've got a brokerage now, right? So I hadn't tried that at all. I may put a few thousand in there and play with it. See if we can do something. But, you know, the business model is wrong because I can pretty much run every back test I want to run of what I'm trading, you know, in a day or two. I mean, so there's no need for me to spend $99 a month for eDelta Pro. I just sign it for 1 month and cancel. So they need a better business model that says, hey, look, we're going to get you to stay with us and we're going to offer a brokerage. Then they can make money on the brokerage side like Tom Sosnoff. Because I can remember sitting in Atlanta with a friend of mine, Rob, and we were like, Tom Sosnoff doing all this tasty trade stuff. Wonder what's in it for him. And look at this, y'all. It's not as good. And then he came up with the brokerage side. Look, it's not as good. 136, 55, 422 a day is better. 97% return on capital, but you're not doing as well. And 103% drawdown, 113% drawdown. Let's do one more just to make sure that we're in the right direction. Okay, so what if we start heading toward 70%? And this is how you back test, right? This is how you back test. So let's do this and then I'll let y'all go. Been a little long today, but I appreciate y'all staying with me. Ed and Sadie. Sadie, are you new? I hadn't seen you with us. Drew's with us all the time. Dwayne's with us. Sadie, can you talk? Best way to unmute yourself is just hold the space bar down. You can say a word or two. Always good to have new people in here. Hey, Ed. I'm gonna wear a trash bag to the gym tomorrow. See if that helps. It probably does. I mean, it looked like a tarp he was wearing. It was gray, like a trash bag, like he had a Glad trash bag on. And I was thinking, man, that thing's gonna make you sweat. That's probably what I need to do. Hey, and I went into the Southern Lady the other day, which is our local greasy spoon. Someone says, Bobby, what have you been doing? You don't even look like yourself. And I thought, yeah. Oh, Sadie didn't have a microphone. No problem, Sadie. We're just glad to have you with us for our live commentary and everything. And normally when I'm not on my Adderall, I don't talk as much. But let's do this one back test. Just make sure we're on the right path. Okay. So is the 50 or the, I mean, I thought I turned that. No, not 70 days. Hold on, y'all. I did the wrong thing. 70 days change. Let's do this here. We'll change this to what I say, 70%. There we go. This is the last back test, and I promise I'll let you go. All right. What if I win a Nobel Prize for my book? Here it is. Look at this. Big Fat Zero. Look at that. Bobby Gaines, Dr. Bob. Your journey to freedom begins with one small step. Thought that was enticing. If y'all can think of something better. But Big Fat Zero, let me tell you what Big Fat Zero was. So I was in kindergarten. I didn't know I was fat. I was fat my entire life. I had no idea I was fat until you get to kindergarten and kids start teasing you and making fun of you. And, you know, hey, fatso, hey, fatso. And you go, whoa, whoa, whoa. Everybody loved me up to kindergarten. Then everybody hates you because you're fat. So they gave us a little thing that we had to fill out. You know, they asked, you know, questions. What do you want to be when you grow up? And the teacher write down your answer. I want to be a fireman. You know, what do you like? What's your favorite color? Da, 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 da. And I was just telling her my answers. So I didn't remember this question. I still don't remember being asked this to this day, but I took my little sheet home to my mama. And my mama was reading, okay, little Bobby, you love green. Oh, awesome. That's awesome. And you want to be a firefighter when you do. And then the question was this, what do you think of yourself? And little Bobby answered, big fat zero. My mama started squalling, y'all, squalling. And I said, what's wrong, Mama? She says, you don't think nothing of yourself. She said, you think you're a big fat zero. And Mama started squalling. And that has stuck with me ever since. So you spend your whole life trying to overcome being the big fat zero. Unbelievable. So that's the name of my book. Y'all look at this. So we start going the other way. 70% profit does not improve our stats. Look, so I think we've pretty much concluded with the 112 as it was with the 111, the optimal management over the last 10 years. Now we're not saying that this will, you know, continue, but has been to close these things when the entire trade gets to be a 65% winner. Other than that, let it expire if it doesn't get to 65%. That's the management. No stop losses are going to improve anything that you got on. You know, let it run to expiration and you get yourself a 101% return on capital, which ain't too shabby. All right. That is our session. I will see y'all